Hey everybody, it's LooseLips88 here, and I have a confession to make. sxephil is one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube, and I just finished watching his post that he did for today, July the 21st. Had to respond. Phil, one of the greatest questions of the day that I've heard. But before I answer your question of the day, I want to give you a couple of my own. Okay, this is in regards to the three 12 to 14-year-old kids that allegedly were throwing rocks at passing cars on the freeway. Okay, my first question is, where are the parents? Why are they not teaching their kids that this is not a right thing to do? Second question I got, what are these kids doing so close to the freeway? The last time my kids were that close to a major roadway, they were in the car. I'm just saying. Okay, my third question is, okay, I'm not exactly sure of the precise age I was. I was pretty young though. I don't know. And I'm sure I'm not the only one out there, but didn't your parents teach you not to throw things at people or cars? I don't know, like when you were 2? I mean, come on, this is not rocket science, it's just common sense. I don't see how this is even a problem. This is something that should be taught from day one. Not, oh, you're 15 now, so maybe I should let you know that you shouldn't throw things at people. Okay? Now, as far as your question of the day, your question is, if these kids are caught and it's shown that, yes, they are the ones that did this, should the kids be held responsible? Should they be punished? What's the deal? Okay, yes, the kids should be taught a lesson. They're 12 to 14 years old. They know right from wrong. Okay. My take on the whole thing is, I think the parents should be held responsible, not only financially, but also criminally. And the reason I think this is because as parents, it's our responsibility to instill the values in our kids to make sure that they grow up to be successful people, to be good people, not to be a poor excuse for a human. Maybe if this is a regular practice and parents understand that they're going to have to pay for their kids' mistakes up until they're old enough to pay for it themselves, then maybe they'd be more careful about what they put in their kids' head, what kind of values they instill in them, what kind of sense they try and teach them. It makes sense to me. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's probably going to be a few of you that are offended by my comments. You're going to think I'm way, way off. But what I think about that is, if that's the way you think, if you're offended by what I said, if you think I'm way off, I'm wrong, the parents shouldn't be held responsible, then it's quite possible that you are or will become one of those parents who think there's absolutely nothing wrong with today's kids. Okay, I am appalled at some of the things that my kids come home and tell me go on in school. The way that these kids talk to their teachers, the way that they disrespect others, not only people but property, everything. It is unbelievable to me, the things that these kids get by with nowadays. It's stuff that even 20 years ago wouldn't have even been thought of doing because they know they wouldn't get by with it. But today, it's just common practice. It doesn't matter. Cuss out your teacher, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're not being taught the values that they need to be successful in life. And I'm not saying all kids are bad. They are not. There are good kids out there. I know. There are very good kids out there. And what I have to say to you, all you good kids out there, don't let anybody talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Don't let that happen. And for the rest of you out there, at some point, there's going to be consequences for what you do. You're gonna have to pay. And if you're younger, it may be your parents that have to pay. But then, essentially, you're paying too, because now you're going to be without your parents. So, nobody wins. So, all I'm saying, think before you act. Think before you disrespect somebody. Would you want somebody to talk to you that way? Or would you want somebody to treat you that way? Or treat your kid that way? It's just something to think about. Keep it in mind. So thanks again, Phil, for posting the greatest question of the day that I have heard in a long time. And this is Loose Lips 88. And check in with me in a couple days. Hopefully I'll have some more vids up. Thanks. Bye.